we're gonna do is take the door off like I did in this cabinet. As you can tell, I don't use this bathroom very much. It's very small. It's just a really small bathroom. And I've actually painted it twice. And I made those shelves, and then I painted everything and changed the toilet holders. I did have a ceramic holder that was right here that came with it. And I changed the flusher on the toilet bowl. And as you can tell, I had this room painted pinkish red at one point in time. Then I went on ahead and redid the room. So today I'm going to be painting this with Java General Finishes Gel Stain. It is a dark stain. It just kind of depends on how thick you want it, on what you need to do. I had a little bit left from when I did my kitchen, so I'm hoping I have enough. I hope I don't have to get more. They do make it smaller than a quart size, so I might have to go and get some more if I run out. And I'm gonna finish it with high performance water-based top coat in satin, because I don't want it too shiny. The more you do apply of this though, the shinier it gets. So if I wanted it really shiny, I could apply like 4 coats and it would be shiny. So the first step is to get your cabinets taken off, the doors taken off. So what you're going to want to do is start with the screws. Get those taken off and keep track of them. If you have a vent nearby, you probably don't want to. Just let them fall. So, you'll take those off. Next thing you're going to want to do is take these pieces off right here. And you'll do the same thing. Well, if I can do this with one hand. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is take the screws off of the door so that you can get the actual and they're really small screws. Actually, that one looks like it's been broken off in there, and it may have. So that's not very good. Yikes, I don't think they were quite that small. Well, maybe so. Maybe they are that tiny. I don't think the other ones on the other side were. And depending on how long they've been in there, it's gonna be how hard it is to pop them things out. Because they're pretty snug in there. Then you just go through, pop the other ones out. Once they're popped out, then you will be able to get that taken out. And then we're gonna be starting to clean these off and be prepared to stain. So the next step is you're going to need to clean these off. You're gonna use something like this. I use Crud Cutter. Any degreaser will work, just be careful with what it has in it. I know that this will be okay with the Java Gel Stain. So I use this and then I wipe it off later with a washcloth. I kind of get a washcloth wet and wipe it off later to make sure any residue is taken off. But this stuff is like your all-around degreaser, crack cleaner, all of that. I mean, this stuff is the bee's knees. It's a little expensive for, I think, compared to, you know, stuff you find at Walmart. But I find this at Lowe's, and I love this stuff. Then I'm going to be using a Scotch-Brite, just a little Brillo pad, and scratch these off. I'm not really laying anything down underneath them because I know how easy this is. So I'm not really feeling like I need to be careful because I know I'm not going to get it anywhere. But if you are doing this somewhere that is not someplace you are wanting, like someplace that you don't think you can clean up easily, then I would highly suggest you put something underneath this. I probably should, but I'm lazy and I'm trying to get this done quick, so we'll see what happens. Basically all you're going to do, spray this stuff on there, and you're going to go through and scrub them clean with your Brillo pad. And then after you're done with each side, you're going to want to wipe it off with a wet washcloth, and then dry it off as well. You don't want to leave it wet, but you do want to get all of that off just to make sure you did get all the residue off at the end. And then I will do the front of these, I'll do the whole box, and then I will start taping up things that I don't want to get stained. It took the ink right off of these stickers. So these are clean. I've got them cleaned off. Now I'm ready to start on the other side. All right, so now that I've got everything clean, the next thing that I'm going to do is use some blue Scotch tape and put it all over there, up underneath here, and over there on the wall. I'm gonna put it so that it doesn't make a mess. And then I will be ready to get started. I do apologize for the fan. I'm in an enclosed space and I really don't feel like getting high off of paint fumes. So I can't open the door since my dog will try to come in here and eat this since he thinks it's chocolate. So here we are. Everything taped up on the wall and on the floor and on the wall back there and the floor. We're gonna start staining. So I'm going to start with the back of these because the back of these are gonna be less noticeable that they're messed up than the front of these are. So what I'm gonna do is put up my little painter pyramids I got from Lowe's and set this down on that. And I'm gonna start on the backs of these, and then as they dry, I'm gonna flip them over and then do the fronts. I'm gonna try my hardest to get this done in one coat. Mostly because I'm stressed for time, and secondly, because I don't have much stain left. I'm gonna need it for the box. I'm gonna really try to get these done in one coat. I almost did my banister last year in one coat, so we're gonna hope that it works. So I'm gonna get these set up, just like this. Put them on there. Bam. Okay, so we're ready to go for these. Let me scoot them a little bit closer. There. So I'm ready to go on these, and then I will get them flipped. I have gloves because I don't like stain all over my hands. I have things to do later today. I have this already mixed up. It looks nasty because it's been sitting for a while. And I'm gonna be using these cute little black brushes. I have them in all sorts of sizes. I'm gonna start with this size because I am gonna be working a lot of this. I do need to go out and get my other size though, because on the bigger portions, I'm gonna use a bigger size. And hopefully I can get this done today. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my little brush. I've already mixed this up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of it to test it out, make sure it looks all right where I'm starting. And you'll see how dark it is. It's kind of streaky, so I'm probably gonna have to do a second coat on these because I forgot how streaky this gets. I don't know if you can tell from the angle that I'm recording from. It's pretty dang streaky. A little bit more. Just pretty streaky, and I forgot it was that streaky. That's okay, we're gonna probably get 2 coats in today and go from there. So as you can tell, you want to go with the grain of your wood. So as you can tell, I'm switching which way I'm going on this one. I went the other way on the other side, but this one, the wood, is in this direction. So I want it to go in that direction. And I pull it from over here and over there both. I don't want a bunch of issues right through there. And this is pretty thin compared to what it was the last time I used this stuff. I think it's just because it's been sitting out. It normally is not that thin looking. But there we go. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna get all these done. The next thing after I get all these edges done is I will start on the corners on the inside, so right in there, and pull it out. But I'm gonna use one of these bigger brushes there for that. Pretty simple. If you learned how to paint in art class in elementary school, you can probably do this. Don't be afraid. If you mess it up, you can always just take it off with some paint stripper, so not a big deal. I kind of like to feather my ends in here so it's not so heavy. So you'll see me, I keep pulling it through and making it not so noticeable like I did up there. I don't want this great big line there. So I go through and I feather and make sure that it's all blended nicely. So see, doesn't look so bad when it starts to dry. It looks pretty dark. And the inside honestly might just get one coat, and then I'll do more on the outside. Because the inside cabinet, who cares what the insides of a cabinet looks like, honestly. I see people that like deck out their insides of their cabinets with like wallpaper and paper mache, and they paint the inside of the cabinet a different color. We don't need all of that, guys. No one cares where your toilet paper is stored in the inside. They just want to see the outside. That's what they want. That's what people care about. Is the outside aesthetically pleasing? No one cares whether your toilet paper is stored on the inside of that cabinet in pink or blue. They don't care. In fact, sometimes it looks gaudy when you go too far. So I'm gonna leave these centerpieces just the way they are, because if you get too much in there, it can stick whenever you put your hinges in there. So now I will go around and fill in these outside portions here, making sure I am not getting any on the top or on the bottom. So I kind of like to do it on this portion. Actually, I changed my mind. Last time I did it the other way around. I waited until I went to the top part so that I knew for a fact I wasn't getting any on the top portion, because in this way it may drip under here and get on the top, the front, and then I've got streaks. So I don't want that, so I'm gonna wait. Whenever I flip this over, that's when I'll do that, because who cares, again, if it gets on the inside. So I do all of that, and then I will show you guys when you come back how the insides of these look. Let them dry. The first thing you're going to do whenever you're painting these boxes is you're going to start right here and do the inside corners there first. Then you're going to do the insides. Then you're going to do the outsides. That's the way I do it, because if not, you're going to end up getting something on somewhere. So I do the insides first. I'm probably going to do these outsides too first to make sure that they blend well before I do this part. But I'll show you behind each step. See, I did the insides first. Next, I'm going to do these out corners here. See? And then I will do the actual edge itself. So I finished the outsides, and now I'm going to finish the edge. And then my fronts will be done for the first layer. I'll let everything dry overnight. I'll put on one layer and let that dry most of the day tomorrow, and tomorrow night I will start putting on my clear coat, and I will be done for Christmas Eve. Me too. As you can see, this is dry. And my cabinets don't look too awful bad, to be honest. Actually, this side looks pretty good. Now I just need to do one coat, and it's going to be a very thin coat. What I'm going to try to accomplish here is basically just making it not streaky. I don't really want it much darker than this. So I'm going to be making it very thin. So I'm going to try to use some of my sponges very lightly and take my time on this level, this one. I'm not going to do the backs, because the backs look like this, and I don't really care. Nobody looks at the inside of your doors and says, oh my gosh, she didn't complete it. No one cares. So I'm just going to do a second coat on all of this, and then I should be done. And then I will put a clear coat on late tonight, and then put my stuff back together tomorrow morning, and I will be ready for Christmas Eve to have people over.